Hi guys, it's Omega. Okay, don't think I'm nuts, but this was by request. As you know, I did a series of the Anna Griffin Dies just practice cuts because her dies are so intricate. Sometimes there's a problem cutting them out, and it just depends on, you know, the paper you're using, the cardstock you're using. And so I did several on camera so you could see what I found to be the best methods in cutting those out. And so I did all of that on camera to show you. However, I did that on my Cuttle Bug. And so I had someone request, and I did mention that I have a Big Shot as well. And I actually meant to demo it on the Big Shot for some of the cuts just to see the difference. Totally forgot to do it, got caught up. So I'm going to run through the most difficult dies that I showed on the other videos. This was one of the most difficult ones to cut and actually get it out without a problem. This one is the other one. Very pretty die, but very difficult to cut. And I showed how that's pretty tricky. And then I have, there's one other one. I'm going to do one other one. This one here again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Big Shot and show you the steps in cutting it out on the Big Shot. Now, as most of you who have a Big Shot know, that it has several layers that will kind of shim your cuts depending on what you're cutting. But when all layers are down, you're using the top platform, number 2. And for this platform is where you're cutting the wafer thin dies. And so that is the setting for the plate that you want to use. So I'm putting one plate down, putting my die on, ridge side up, laying my paper on, and then my next cutting plate. Now, one of the reasons I use my Cuttle Bug is I figured most people would have it, so that's why I kind of use that as my demo in the first place. But with the Big Shot, once I got the Big Shot, I almost stopped using my Cuttle Bug. Now I ran that through. I am going to run it back through one more time. And the Big Shot does a better job of cutting the plate. As you can see, cutting the die rather, as you can see just about everything there is cutting without a problem. So to get that embossed, which actually helps cut it some more, I'm going to take the first layer off. We're going to put this back using our embossing pad that comes with the dies and my plate on top. And you're not going to believe this, but I get a perfect cut without a lot of fussing and drama. So with the Big Shot, that cuts much better than it did. I got a little hang up there for a little bit, but I think you're going to see that this cuts without a whole lot of problem. And there I have a perfect cut, much more easily than I did on the Cuttle Bug. There's the cut. And it came out much better, much quicker. No fuss, no muss. It just works. The Big Shot is the bomb. It really is a good machine. So if you're considering a die cutting machine, just go with the Big Shot. It's bigger, a little more bulky, but it does the job. And I think it's going to cut a lot more things than a Cuttle Bug would. It has a little bit wider platform. As you can see, it cuts great. Now, if you remember, this one here gave me a ton of trouble. We're going to try that one. Now, I'm going to run it back and forth a few times just to make sure. But we're going to put this one through and see if we get the same result. I'm going to run it back. This one makes me so nervous. I'm going to do it again just to make sure. I'd rather do that while it's still in the machine than not get a good cut. And it looks like everything cut without a problem. So once again, I'm going to take layer 2 up out of the way. Put this back. Put the embossing pad over it. And the cutting plate. And give it a go. This is embossing it. And if you remember, this cardstock is my heavier cardstock. So I decided just to show it in that cardstock alone. That way you know what it's doing. I got had a little bit of sticking there, but it's coming up. If you remember, if you look back on the other videos, you'll see this one gave me a lot of trouble. But what you see here, not a problem. There's a couple little pieces I have to poke out. These are the little pieces in the leaves. But there you go. It cut it without a problem. Now the person that requested this, her name is, let's see, it is Fareeda Patricia Mater. Fareeda, that's for you. As you can see, the Big Shot does an excellent job by far. You can see that embossed it and cut it without all the drama. Sorry I even took you through all that drama now. Wish I'd done this in the first place. But it's all in learning. And like I said, especially since the Cuttle Bug is part of the, family of products with the Anna Griffin Dies, that was my first thought, was to use that. So that's why we did that. And I would imagine a lot of people have the Cuttle Bug. Here's one more. We're going to put it through. I'm going to run it back. As you notice, these plates bow very easy. Seems like they bow a little worse than my other one, but I just flip them over and it just takes care of it. Move this layer out of the way to do the embossing. I was a little off the edge there, but no problem. You'll still get the effect. Okay. This is to emboss it. And that comes off really easy using my tool-in-one. And there you go. One little piece hanging there. But it does a perfect job. So there you go. No more drama. No more fuss, no more muss, no cussing and fighting with the machine. The Big Shot is the winner as far as the best cutting machine. I actually kind of knew that, but now I've fallen in love with the Big Shot all over again. As you can see, it's done an excellent job without any problems at all. This was the booger before, and it cut it without a problem. So there you go, Fareeda. I hope that helps everybody, because I'm sure a lot of people have the Big Shot, and those that don't, if you're considering one, now you know. You know that it's a very good machine. So I just wanted to share that. And oh, before I go, I'm just going to do this because I've been wanting to show somebody this card. I have a niece who's turning 10 next week. And she's a cutie, just a sweetie pie. And I made her a card, and it's one of these box cards. Isn't that cute? So that's what it looks like. I put little banners on the side, the little happy birthday. Use a lot of stickles and glitter. Little banners on the other side. And this actually folds down flat to go in the envelope. I think these are just the cutest things ever. Just wanted to share it. I think it is so cute. So anyway, guys, have a wonderful evening. And I hope that helped. If you have the Big Shot, these dies work perfect in there. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.